That's good. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. And like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning today. As you can see, we getting it together. I'm going to be straight up with y'all. The power on the phone was not charged last night. So I'm hoping we can get this whole show in. But we going to still turn up. We going to still do what we got to do until the power run out. Worst case come to worst, I'll come back again at 7 o'clock and run the whole show. But I'm going to leave whatever's up, whatever I can get up now. And thank y'all for bearing with me. It's just been a long night. I just been doing a lot. Gotta be totally honest with you. And the last thing I did not check was the fact that if this damn phone was charging. So let's get into it. This is your boy Bugatti NYC. Like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Going over to the website, get some merch. Y'all see we got the new stuff and we got the EST hoodies over there. We also got the couple of these giveaways that we're gonna be doing soon to some of our subscribers. So if you're a subscriber and you've been rocking with us for a while, send me your mail. I'm about to hit you guys in the DM and we about to start sending out some of the extras that we got, just to look out for all of our subscribers that break it off with us. Just want you guys to know I appreciate the time that we spend here. So, like I said, clock's running. We got to get into it. Trump, did you guys know he was the first sitting president to ever attend the Super Bowl? Yes, he is. But before that, it's February the 11th, 2025. I think it's Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, Tuesday. And like I said, Donald Trump, first, says right here, Donald Trump, the first Super Bowl president. That's what we put up as the title. Couldn't stretch that all on the header today. So it's going to be Trump, #1 Super Bowl president. I know you guys are very strict about these headers, so I'm coming right at you right now, letting you know these headers have nothing to do with the stories. Sometimes they're for shock value. Don't beat me up on the headers. Again, hope you guys are having a good morning. Hope everybody's good. But do me a favor, like I said, the clock is ticking. Your boy forgot to charge the phone yesterday, so we got to get into it. Also, like I said, Trump, #1 Super Bowl president. The crowd erupts as Trump is the first sitting president at a Super Bowl. Stood up, did the salute. Everybody was going crazy because, again, first time a president ever came to the Super Bowl. Also, what else we got? We got the former DNC members that tells all on Kamala Harris's campaign spending. Come to find out, Miss Harris, there you go right there, she was paying for endorsements. Yeah, they said that Beyonce didn't get any money, said that Oprah Winfrey did it for free, Cardi B did it for free. Come to find out that Harpo Entertainment got a big check, that's her company, and then Cardi B's production company, and so on and so forth. We got the info on that. Let's see if we can get to it. Last on the list that we got here is Suck It Up. Former UPenn swimmers are suing the Ivy League school over Leah Thomas. As you guys can see here, Leah Thomas with a friend of ours, Vera Lacosta. Yeah, y'all guys know who that is over there, right? Just to bring a little comedy to the page and just to keep the ball rolling. Yeah, so like I said, first sitting president, we got a lot to cover. We're going to try to get as much as we can. And if Lord's working with us, we might even be able to get through the whole thing. So let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Let's be good. Let's try to see if we can get the show done.
Seeing President Trump as he salutes during the national anthem at Super Bowl 59, making history as he becomes the first sitting president to attend the big game. Fox News contributor Joe Concha joins me now. Joe, what message did the entire scene, if you will, send from Trump going to the game to his saluting during the anthem to bringing back the pregame?
Looking to scale customer service without scaling headcount?
Interview.
Todd, it's amazing that that's the first U.S. president that we have seen at a Super Bowl out of the 59 Super Bowls that we have had. You can't get your head around it. The fact that Nixon wasn't there or Gipper, Ronald Reagan never attended one, Bill Clinton, a big sports fan, George W. Bush. The fact that Donald Trump was there shows that optimism is back, the golden age is back here in America, and Donald Trump obviously got a huge ovation. Didn't see that great of a game, obviously, but at the same time, when you have 120 million people watching as a president, that is a layup. That is a, well, I guess layup's probably the wrong word here. That is a 1-inch touchdown for any politician to make. And the fact that Donald Trump was the first to do it tells you a lot, Tom.
Speaking of that pregame interview, let's listen to more of Trump with Brett.
We have to come together, but to come together, there's only one thing that's going to do it, and that's massive success. Success will bring the country together, but it's hard.
Yeah, along those lines, Joe, to borrow from sports, winning solves a lot of problems.
Yeah, optimism is the key right now. And if Donald Trump is successful in his next 4 years, then the country does come together. There was a CBS poll out yesterday, Todd, showing his approval rating higher than ever. But the crosstab is what you have to look at. And one was that 70% of the American people, 7 in 10, believe that Donald Trump will be successful in terms of keeping his campaign promises kept. And that's amazing. 7 in 10 backing Donald Trump in terms of, I promise something, I'm going to deliver on it. That's all you need to know as far as the way people look at Donald Trump, and particularly young people. He's polling higher than any other age group. When you look at 18 and 29, than any other age group right now. So
what we're doing here, again, we're not beating up the network. We're taking the information, because if those numbers are wrong, we can go and determine if they're wrong, because we're smart enough to do our own research. Let's not beat up the network. Fox. We already know. People that attend is always here. You already know how we get down. We get the information, and then we go and check and see if the information is true. Sometimes you got to wait for the rabbit to come out the hole before you, bam. So pay attention to that, and then we keep it moving. There's a couple of other areas that I want you guys to see inside of this one clip that's very important, because they targeted a couple of other areas, like the Super Bowl commercials and stuff like that. I don't really care about stuff like that, because that's all marketing. But what I did want you guys to see was the controversy around this part right here.
Now we got to get your thoughts on this, though, because Taylor Swift was booed during the Super Bowl, Joe. Watch. Joe, care to say something about Taylor Swift that's going to ruin your day on Twitter or X?
No. She's a great person. My daughter has warned me, do not ever even remotely criticize Taylor Swift ever again. The fact that she noticed it, you saw the eyes, right? Yeah, I mean, look, she had a great run as far as the Chiefs never lost, actually, basically, when she was Travis Kelce's girlfriend. But now the run is over. Yeah. Let's see if the relationship's over. I'm surprised they're not engaged yet, Todd. At some point, you have to bend the knee, right? I mean, it's been, 2 years, right?
Boy, bend the knee really takes on completely different significance when you refer to it in the marriage context. Just quickly before we go, Trump, right, she got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. So Donald Trump putting the whole booing of Taylor Swift on MAGA. We'll see. Joe, that was really artful the way you dodged around that. You won't be stuck on Twitter today when you refer to it in the marriage context. Just quickly before we go.
Everybody's scared to get into that because they know them Swifties is going to get them, but I'm going there.
Trump, right, she got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. So Donald Trump putting the whole...
All right, so Trump wrote on Truth Social, the only one that had a tougher night than Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Let's call it how it is and let him get his whole thing off. Now, we're not condoning any sort of back and forth or anything like that, but at the end of the day, we want to finalize and get the whole message out. That's what we're trying to do over here at the bottom line. Hope you guys are doing good this morning. We didn't do one thing. I just found out we got power. We're going to be able to rock. We're going to be able to do the whole show. We got to wake up because I'm all over the place and I'm not on point. So let me do this real quick. I was already up. I was up since 3 o'clock in the morning, but at the same time, when it comes here, do you actually believe I get nervous before I come here to present to you guys? Because I want to make sure it's a good show. And I know that you probably can notice that because it comes across. Because I got mad love for y'all. So let's get into the next clip. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. That's the next clip. That's the next clip about an Ivy League NCAA swimmers. They used to be in the Ivy League, but they got beat by who? Leah Thompson. And now, since Trump has put in certain laws that men can no longer compete in women's sports, they're smart. You know what they did? They're going back and they're suing those schools because under the law, they weren't supposed to be sharing bathrooms. they weren't supposed to be changing in front of him, and certain things that they were told that weren't gonna be were lies. As soon as they went into the gym the second day, this person was still in there, and they just felt bad, disrespected by having to disrobe and change in front of them. And they even told them that if you don't feel comfortable, disrobing and changing your clothes, you can go into the family bathroom or somewhere in the hallway. Imagine that you on a team and all of a sudden, just because some tranny, Viracosa looking person, you guys do see Viracosa over there, right? Come on now, y'all know who Viracosa is. Stop playing. Do y'all see Viracosa over there? That's not the real name. I think it's like Vera de Mayo or something like that. But it's basically Jim Carrey's character that he had on In Living Color. I know I shrunk the screen and you probably can't see it that good. But you guys keep on paying attention to this picture because they look so familiar. Anything ring a bell that reminisce over here to you guys? Hope y'all having a fantastic morning. I want y'all to see this right here. And I'm feeling good about the fact that they are pushing this and they're championing what's going on right now. Check this out. I'm behind it too. I hope everybody here feels the same way because we need all of this madness and crazy stuff out of our schools. Let's go.
A group of former women swimmers from the University of Pennsylvania have filed a lawsuit against the school as well as against Harvard and the NCAA. Margaret Kazarowski is one of those swimmers who is suing, and she joins me now. Okay, on what grounds are you suing?
I'm suing on Title IX violation and the privacy in the locker room issue. So we kind of went to the season being told that Thomas would not be in the locker room with us.
Leah Thomas.
Yes, Leah Thomas would not be in the locker room with us. And then we just kind of walked into a situation where we weren't told anything. We were told that Leah couldn't be ostracized. So we either could choose to go into a family style locker room in the hallway or something by ourselves or just suck it up.
That's a violation of your rights.
Yes, it is.
You were embarrassed at the time.
It was embarrassing, and I believe it's illegal.
It's illegal.
It is illegal.
Okay. We've asked the NCAA, we've asked various people to comment on this, and they don't have a comment. I'll read one of the NCAA statements a bit later on. But President Trump, I mean, you saw this. He signed an executive order banning men from competing in women's sports. Watch this, roll it.
Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
Okay, like he said, this is a stupid question. But what do you guys think about this? I see y'all rolling on that over there, right? I'm glad y'all appreciate it. I'm so glad that y'all appreciate that over there. Yes, I rock with y'all. She was in front of a bunch of football fans, not Swifties. That's right. But you don't want to mess around with her because she got mad Swifties. Y'all know how that go. Alexandra, if you want your career and date Taylor Swift, it seems pretty easy after all. She's had something like 50 relationships. Ooh, Alexandra, you went in just now. Guns and Magnolias. Boo, Swifty, LOL. That was Guns, Swifty. That wasn't me. Brittany said people are waking up. All right, yeah, Brittany, good. What we got up in here? Peace King, what's up? Joe DeMatteo, yo, what's good, everybody? Hope everybody's good. I hope you guys like that clip right there. We going in right now. We going in.
He does expect the Olympic Committee and the NCAA to no longer allow men to compete in women's sports. And I think the president, with the signing of his pen, starts a very public pressure campaign. He expects these organizations to comply with this federal executive order.
Well, doesn't that solve the problem?
It does, but we still want to hold those institutions who wronged us accountable, and we want to get Leah's name off of the women's record board. I feel really passionately about my...
Two things that I thought about. I'm saying to myself, do they want money? Yes, I don't blame them for going after them for damages. Why not? And the second thing, they want her name taken off of the record board. They want his name taken off of the record board. Leah Thompson's name should not be on the record board. You guys hear me? Because it's not recognized anymore as in women's sports. You understand what I'm telling you? Viracosa.
Teammates who are still at Penn and the future generations to come being able to look up at that record board and strive for those standards.
Do you want money or an apology or a fixing of the system going forward?
Yeah, this isn't about money. We can't even sue for money in this situation, so it's really just about doing the right thing.
I want some paper. Anybody else want some dough? I'm gonna need some bread. Like they said, I seen the light shined in my eyes and the glare messed me up. Just for me, I felt some kind of way. You mess with my natural way of being. You can actually sue people for like that, for making you uncomfortable. It's actually a new law now. I felt uncomfortable. They damaged me. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to ever go into a bathroom again. Leah might come in. You need 50 million. I'll settle for 10.
Holding them accountable and making sure that they can't do this to anyone else going forward.
But at the moment, there is no prevention of men from taking part in women's swimming in the Olympics. Is that accurate?
I believe that is accurate, and I don't know exactly how Trump's ban will affect that, but it's kind of gray area right now. It seems to be, I guess, going forward that they might try to apply the ban to the Olympic Committee, but I'm not quite sure how that will affect things going forward.
Are you no longer at college?
No, I graduated in May.
May I ask where you work? Anything to do with swimming?
No, nothing to do with swimming. I work in finance.
Okay, that's not important. What I want to ask you guys is what y'all think about this. You know, what do y'all think about the fact that they suing Leah Thompson?
Here's the one thing I try.
They suing them, and I'm not suing them, but they're suing the NCAA because they do not, they feel, like I said, they feel that they were violated by, you know, letting Vera-looking Leah, you know, be in the league. That's dead wrong. That's something that should not have happened, you guys. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having a really good morning. We are starting off fantastic. I see we got power. We're going to be able to keep rocking. I'm going to keep that audio up because I got the jack in the phone, so this ain't even connected. It's going straight to the jack. Just me and y'all raw ditty right now. No homo. Excuse me. Said the wrong 2 words. I'm too old. Said the wrong shit. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Pause. 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 Pause button. Pause. All right, let's go, y'all. We got the former DNC celebrities. They say that Kamala Harris lied about endorsements. They literally saying that Oprah really did get paid. They're saying that Beyonce got paid. They're saying that Cardi B got paid. But you know, when they got up in front and they endorsed these people, they said, no, I would endorse Kamala Harris no matter what, because I believe in her. I spoke to her yesterday and she convinced me. I don't even believe in politics, but that's the type of stuff but the way that she talked to me, I know that she on her job. She ain't even had to pay me. He had to pay you? Okay, your production company got that bread. Just like my production company, you ain't gonna cut it to me. You're gonna cut it to the freaking production company. You ain't gonna say Cardi B on the check. Ain't even gonna say your government name because you want to get the business and everything going through the LLC to make sure everything is rolling. So we're not stupid. We already know the deal, but I had to go and find this one because you know she's been on the low for a while. She's been really low. Kamala ain't really have nothing going on for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Ever since she took that rock hard body jab from Trump, it's been really severe for her. So I want you guys to see this right here. This is some real detailed stuff, and it's real good. I hope I get some likes off of this, because I'm working right now, boy. We working. Let's go. I'm earning my likes today, boy. If I earn these likes, y'all let me know. Let me know. I'm going in right now. I am not playing. We're going to keep on hitting them. We on right now. Let's go.
A former Democratic National Committee official says celebrities and the Harris campaign alike might be lying about the money spent on A-listers on the campaign trail. Lindy Lee, a former DNC Finance Committee member and Biden campaign advisor, sat down with the Sean Ryan Show, telling the show host that celebrities, from Beyonce to Cardi B, who say they weren't paid for their appearances, were paid money by the Harris campaign to show up on the campaign trail.
Despite her repeated denials, Beyonce was paid.
Who was she paid by?
The Harris campaign. She was paid tens of thousands of dollars to not sing. Well, no, she refused to sing. Beyonce was paid to show up. Cardi B was paid. Okay? Cardi B, who famously said she wasn't paid, her production company was paid to show up. Katy Perry was paid. Christina Aguilera was paid. These people were all paid. And Oprah wasn't paid $1 million. She was paid $2 million. Okay, let's be very clear.
$2 million.
$2 million to Harpo Productions.
It's against campaign finance laws to pay anyone for a presidential endorsement.
That's why it makes sense, and that's why it's a topic, and that's why we're covering it right now.
But a campaign can pay for appearances and productions at rallies and events, and all campaign expenditures are required to be documented and submitted to the Federal Election Commission. According to FEC records, the Harris campaign paid Beyonce's production company, Parkwood Production Media, $165,000. Beyonce's mom posted on Instagram, Beyonce did not receive a penny for speaking at Harris's rally in Houston.
Got him. That was a nightmare for them right there, boy. That was a nightmare. Like, how did they? Yeah, because you know what? Receipts. And how you always check up on somebody? You follow the dough. You follow the money. Come on, what y'all think about this? Okay, here we go. Carlos Abrams said, LOL, still talking about people being paid, must paying millions of dollars to get Trump in the White House. Okay. And you know what? You have the right to say that on this platform because it's just basically that how we get down. We respect your comment. Ken Bluey, cash. Okay, can we get some double taps on the screen to get those likes up? Oh, Show Out 95. Yo, what's popping? Where y'all tapping in from? Let me know where y'all tapping in from, because DB just said in France, egg prices are $3. The fizz up? What? That's it? Hey, Con Bluey, Joker, Oprah. Con Bluey said some got paid. No, most got paid. Joe DeMatteo, what's popping, Joe? How you doing this morning? Surface level information is hard. DB, don't struggle. Stop that making me say stuff to people, man. Don't do that to me, Joe. Brittany said, how you doing this morning? Good morning, Brittany. Good morning. David, as a farmer, we are all very excited to see these changes from Trump. So I don't care who you're talking to. Come on now, start with the cross and let's get into this conversation. We got a lot going on the screen, y'all. Even though y'all can do that, I don't mind. But I would like to hear your opinions on what we got going on. She took that coochie uppercut. Yes, she definitely did. If you're talking about Kamala or Bill Labenda. DB, has price still high? Joe DeMatteo said, come on, DB, expand on your point. And them eggs. Carlos Abrams, how about those eggs, though? Them eggs is crazy. Can't comment. Trump did not get booed. Okay. Now, other countries who were allies and preparing in case were that we want war, DB. Okay, guys, we still rocking. We still going. Appreciate you guys for all the comments and everything. All I'm going to ask you, if you could, double tap that screen so we can let everybody else know what we're doing. We got a lot more to cover. This story is not over. It gets deeper. It gets deeper. Because now, like I told you, it's not the celebrities. They're not going to cut no check to Cardi B. They're going to cut it. They're cutting that check to the production company. And then that money goes to the person. This way you can say, I only got paid this amount. That's why they do LLCs. It's the way to hide that bread. So what we need to do is start paying attention to what the millionaires do, because then maybe we can start to get some of that spillage and some of the same things that happen to us. And I told you guys the other day, go to X, follow Nancy Pelosi Trading Tactics. It's an X page. Every time Nancy Pelosi trades, they put it up there. And they tell you where she puts her money at. When she started off, she was broke. Now she's rich. Too much money. Follow them trades. Some rich people went out to a certain place and said, you know what, we're going to follow all of the rich politicians' trades. And that's what they're doing. And they're making a ton of money with this app because all they're doing is following the trades and putting money on it. And every time they trade, it mimics their trades. Why not? Why not do what they're doing? They're getting it.
Campaign finance records also indicate nearly $59,000 was paid to Wash Poppin' Incorporated,
Excuse me, she is of the Caucasian persuasion. I was ready for this and I knew it was going to come up. She said, Wash Poppin'. You know Cardi B. She said, Wise Poppin'. That's Wise Poppin'. You see her right there. It's Wise Poppin' Entertainment, boo. Your mama saying, mommy, it's Wise Poppin' Entertainment. So now we know she got that dough. Because who else gonna name their company Wise Poppin' Entertainment but Cardi B? Let's go, y'all. Come on. And let's get back to that because I want y'all to hear how she tried to get it out, but it didn't work. But we're gonna still give her some props for trying.
$59,000 was paid to Wash Poppin' Incorporated, a firm owned by rapper Cardi B. Cardi B previously denied getting paid $1 for her appearance. Neither Cardi B or Beyonce.
Beyonce said, I didn't get paid $1, and that's on my 3. Ooh, she talking about her little ones. Wow. I actually came out of pocket for glam and travel because it's somewhere I wanted to be. Like, please, girl, you know, damn well, I'll argue you down about politics for free. I mean, she really went in on that one, but I ain't trying to get caught up by the beehive. I'm just reading what she said as we continue.
Performed at Harris's events, but gave 10-minute and 4-minute speeches respectively. Lady Gaga's production company was paid $132,000. $95,000 was paid to Renegade 44, owned by former President Barack Obama. $98,000.
Renegade 44 sound like some kind of anything for rubbers or something. Do me a favor. We got 400 people in the building right now. We like it when it get up to 80 likes. We don't even stop the video no more. If that right there get up to 80, we're going to just keep on rolling and doing what we're going to do. So all I'm asking you guys to do, if you're under the sound of my voice and you appreciate the fact that we pulled all these videos, we up at 3 o'clock to get this right for 6 o'clock. All types of crazy stuff going on, and we still getting it going, and you appreciate the fact that I'm here, like I appreciate you. Double tap that screen for your boy. Double tap. You ain't got to do nothing else but double tap the screen. Won't even stop the video no more. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Went to R&B artist Khalid's production company. The New York Times reported $2.5 million paid to Harpo Productions, owned by Oprah Winfrey, after initial reports had the figure closer to $1 million. Harpo Productions and Winfrey released statements confirming Winfrey was not paid a personal cut of any campaign money. A spokesperson for the Harris campaign told Deadline, "We do not pay. We have never paid any artist and performer. We have never paid a fee to that person." The FEC records show that while individual checks to celebrities weren't cut, payments to companies owned by them were, ranging from tens of thousands to a few million. In all, the Harris campaign spent more than $1.5 billion in a 15-week sprint, with the campaign finances facing scrutiny across the political aisle since losing the election. Thanks for watching.
What I'm going to ask you guys in like a nutshell, common sense with 1 + 1 = 2. What do you think would have been the results of an entire presidency under the same person if they did something so bad in a 15-week span of time with that amount of monetary, and then the cover up and everything? Could you imagine where we would be right now if that would have actually been the president? So this is all alleged, coming from the bottom line, just so you guys know. Information came from somewhere else, but it's up to us to go and check and see if those transactions were actually made. Be honest with you, it's public information, and that's how they actually were able to, you ready for the big word, ascertain the information. So yeah, she paid that dough. She already know she had to pay that dough to get them to get to work. Nobody gonna work for free. She talking about she had to pay her own glam squad and all of that. Well, we gonna see. What we got going on here? What we got? We got Tink 1. This would be terrible if she got in. Yeah, things would be terrible if she got in. Bruno said, how much did Trump pay the artists at his inauguration? Yeah, Trump paid Snoop Dogg and them. I'm gonna tell you straight up and down because I know Snoop, and that's a good point. I love when people do that because we're keeping it fair, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. I like the ground to stay fair. So Brittany said Glam Squad, right? Right. Funny, but we got to go back up to here where he said, how much did Trump pay? Hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars. Yeah, but he won. But he won. And it was his own money. How about that? That's the problem. When you messing with somebody with their own bread, you don't see nobody up on his backyard. That's what we used to say it back in the day. Don't be in my backyard messing with my pit bull. Because when he bites you, that's on you. And that's his money. He do what he want to do with it. Or he put people on, hey, I can get Snoop to come here. I can get Nelly to come perform. And they chose to go. The same way they chose to go for Harris. We're not calling out the fact that they're getting paid. We're calling out the fact that they're saying that they didn't pay them. We're calling out the fact that they say that they were willing to go because they're so much into politics and they believe in that candidate. That's what we're calling out. Let's not get it mixed up and play the shell game. I'm too smart for the rabbit hole. Y'all don't know what y'all dealing with. I love the fact that we having a lot of community going on here. What we got from Bruno Valverde? He said Dems and Republicans is two sides of the same coin. That's my perspective. Damn, why I feel the same way, Bruno? I feel the same way because I agree on both sides on certain things. And I be mad at Trump about certain stuff too. You know, we messing around with certain stuff that's going to affect people in the hood. And don't be trying to take away no Martin Luther King Jr. and, Black History celebrations from the Army and all of that. I do not agree with everything that he does. No man agrees with everything that every man does. You know, people that you don't agree with 100% of stuff that they do. But that's why we as the citizens have to watch what they do and make sure that they sticking to what we tell them they're going to do. And if we catch them, we call them out. That's all we do. That's what we do here at the bottom line. Just like the feds, they're using a lot of tools against the cartels. Y'all know last week the cartels was flying drones with stuff on them, trying to boom against the Homeland Security on the borderline. It's getting real down at the border, y'all. I want y'all to check this out and see what's going on at the borderline right now, because it's going down. They're using all types of tactics now. They're not even playing. They're doing what they got to do to get them up out of there.
We're collecting a lot of commercials. We're collecting the agent that's on the machine.
Okay.
Here we
go, y'all.
Against the night with News Nation's Jorge Ventura, who is live in San Antonio with the very latest on the cartels. Jorge, we are seeing major action. What is the government's strategy?
Yeah, that's right, Natasha. Now the Department of Justice has new targets set on 4 organized crime groups, including the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, 2 of Mexico's most powerful organized crime groups in the Sinaloa and Cartel Jalisco New Generation, and lastly, the Salvadorian gang MS-13, what the DOJ is now calling a zero-tolerance strategy. In a new memo sent last week, the DOJ is now calling for total elimination of cartels and transnational criminal organizations. The department plans to fast-track terrorism and racketeering charges, allowing prosecutors to treat cartel members like domestic terrorists. That means harsher sentences, asset seizures, and the ability to go after entire networks, not just individuals. For the most dangerous cartel leaders, the DOJ is pushing capital punishment, including the death penalty. The memo says that cases involving gang violence, lastly, the Salvadorian gang MS-13, what the DOJ is now calling a zero-tolerance strategy. In a new memo sent last week, the DOJ is now calling for total elimination of cartels and transnational criminal organizations. The department plans to fast-track terrorism and racketeering charges, allowing prosecutors to treat cartel members like domestic terrorists. That means harsher sentences, asset seizures, and the ability to go after entire networks, not just individuals.
That means Delta Force. That's why I wanted to bring that audio up to make sure you understand that. That means Delta Force. That means the same people that went after Osama bin Laden now can go after the cartel. And death penalty. If you get caught being a part of this now, cartel, F penalty.
For the most dangerous cartel leaders, the DOJ is pushing capital punishment, including the death penalty. The memo says that cases involving gang violence, human trafficking, and fentanyl distribution can now qualify for the death penalty. And enforcement is expanding. The JTF Vulcan, the federal task force that took down MS-13, is now fully targeting the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Agents are tracking their operations across multiple states and working with international partners to shut them down at the source. And just yesterday, a major Buzz Border Patrol agents arrested Salgado Garza. He's a Gulf cartel hitman in Michigan. He's got a long rap sheet and was caught heavily armed deep in smuggling operations, but cartel incidents hasn't stopped just yet. This week, News Nation obtaining a new shocking video of cartel drones dropping bombs on rival groups just south of the U.S. border. The use of weaponized drones comes after warnings of cartel bombs placed along the southern border. And Natasha, recently I was just on the ground in Frenton, Texas, where suspected cartel members shot at Border Patrol agents. Border Patrol agents did fire back. There were no reported injuries at that time, Natasha.
So what's going on now is they're using their force because they're getting peed off. They're not able to get what they used to get across the border. And I'm talking about at a fast pace. Now, all of a sudden, you mean to tell me yesterday we was moving all this stuff over the border and now we can't get nothing over there because of all of y'all? So now they're going erratic. They don't even care. They're doing whatever they got to do. And they're actually coming at the The Border Patrol. Yeah, cartel is strong. They're very intelligent. Money talks. You have a lot of people that work for both sides because it's still the same sort of transport. If you drive a truck and they're talking about they're going to give you $10,000 to take a truck across the border, all you do is drive. Your normal day of operation is driving a truck. You don't really care what the supply is, depending on the type of person that you are. So that's what I'm saying. When it's industry, sometimes it's just what they do. And that's why it's so detailed, and you have to be careful about it, because when you spill information, you never know who you're telling. This person could have already did a deal with the RTEL members. What you guys think about this? It's going down at the border, y'all. It's going down at the border right now. Luke Mahalik said maybe Trump was at the Super Bowl so that all there would have to be security. Hey, okay. Brock Purdy said time to drop some J Dams. What's that? What up, though, TV? It cost the taxpayers $15 million for Trump being at the Super Bowl, but hey, it's his money. I didn't know about that. Good point. Thank you. Appreciate that. Andrew Carter, good stuff. King Best, good stuff on the volume. Thank you. Good job on the volume. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. You don't have to reserve the images. New, it's not copyrightable. Facts can be copyrighted. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Tank, he's the only president that didn't get a paycheck. We don't know about that. Let's be honest with you. We don't know who's giving who what. And like I said, I like to be fair about stuff. You know, people get money in different ways. And I'm not saying anything bad about Donald Trump. Just so don't tear me up in the comments, you guys. Do not tear me up in the comments. Next thing we got to worry about is what? What did they promise and what did he say was going to happen when he came into office? How are we going to get back in the economy? How are we going to get our footing? What we talked about was what? What he said was drill, baby, drill. And what did Biden try to do because he already knew what the upcoming message would be? He tried to stop that and prevent it from happening and shutting down several miles of locations that they weren't able to drill anymore. Of course, when he went back into office, Donald Trump, right there, he basically was able to get that out so now that we can actually drill again. So now what they're putting in place is a bill so any president that comes in can never do anything like that, can just shut down, you know, drilling. And so basically the House passed a bill that prohibits future oil and gas bans. You can't ban that until it goes in front of the House before you can ban anything from like drilling or any more work or anything like that. You can't just ban it the way Biden did. It has to go before the House now. And it makes sense in order to do that. We got this information from the 4. I want you guys to see all 4 topics because they're all relevant.
It's the Big Weekend Show, and it's time now for the Big 4. Our pick for the biggest stories that we think you guys should be following over the course of the week, and I will go first with this story. Republican donors reportedly warming up to the idea of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' wife, Casey DeSantis, running for her husband's position in 2026. So Ron DeSantis, the sitting governor, will be term limited, very popular Republican down there, of course, won a huge re-election in 2022. But who would come next? I know there's a number of people rumored to have their eye on the prize, apparently including maybe the current first lady of the state of Florida, former news anchor, very good communicator, very sharp, right? Cancer survivor, young mother. There's a lot of appeal there, and we'll see what happens if she even wants it. Those rumors have been percolating here for a little while.
I'm thinking this. You go ahead and be the governor now because I can't go. The term limits is up, right? I'm going to tell you what to do, all right? This is Ron DeSantis and his wife. I mean, come on. Yes, she's probably a great person and all of that, but if you haven't really been in politics, again, let's not just grant things to people because that's what they feel like they want to do. And inherently, you know, position of being the governor. Let's put on what do they call it? I'm sorry, I really suck at certain things when it comes down to this. Let's let the American people or the people of Florida, let's do that. Let's let the people of Florida determine if they want her to be the next governor. I'm gonna just leave it like that. To the next topic that she got.
I guess it depends on what their White House plans are, maybe. There's also that. But they've got to wait a while. They've got to wait a while either way. Joey?
All right, listen, this one's important to me. As you know, I'm a Second Amendment absolutist. I believe that your ability to protect yourself, your right to protect yourself is uncompromised. So President Trump, he's going to keep a campaign promise on this topic. He just signed a new executive order to protect and expand Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. What this executive order does is it directs the Attorney General to look at all the policies from past administrations, specifically the Biden administration, and say any of them that unnecessarily or, in his opinion, unlawfully restricted Americans' right to possess a firearm, that they get struck down, they get removed. This is great. In the nuance, the ATF, the NFA items have been a lot faster in recent weeks. There's a lot of things already heading in the right direction, and maybe nuance to some people, but it's a part of my life, and I'm glad it's happening.
Sad part about it with us in New York State, we are supposed to be able to bear arms now. We're supposed to be able to get a gun. But for some reason, it's always rocket science. They always put in this red tape, and they send you down to one police plaza to fill out an application. You got to go down there yourself, right? I went down there. There's a piece of paper on the door, and it's just like a real big tinted window. I mean, it's real strange. So I'm just standing there trying to knock on the door, asking them, can I come in? I'm not a criminal. I want to get my gun permit. The stuff that they take you to through the red tape, all of the crap that they do in New York, they really need to investigate it. It's not fair. Because, if we can have to go in the train station and be in certain places where you got guys running around with shiesties and masks on and robbing people, we should be able to defend ourselves. Second thing on that point, once we do defend ourselves, we should not be able to be prosecuted for defending ourselves. I actually happen to live in a state, if you defend yourself too good, you might get locked up. Yeah, you beat them up, you came in your house, yeah, but why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you do this? This motherfucker is in my crib. I ain't thinking about calling no police. He got to go. Over. Like, whatever I got to do, like LL Cool J when he handled that dude, lucky it was only with the hands. Yeah, you protect your home and your family with whatever you can. So don't let nobody tell you, oh, you can't protect your family like this or like that. But yeah, guess what? If you live in the state of New York, you'll get locked up for protecting yourself. If you win, you might lose. I always remembered that because I'm good at fighting. But I always said to myself, you know what? Think about this, because if I win, I might lose. Because most of the time when I fight, they always say, oh, you jumped us. Because it's so bad. Not trying to brag, but oh, you jumped us. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. First you gangster, now you calling police. And here they come. Excuse me, sir. Talk to you for a minute. What's going on, officer? Yeah, well, somebody told me. And this is how I know this procedure so well. Because it happened to me before. Excuse me, sir, we had a conversation with such and such, and they said this. Oh, you're going to have to come with us. All right, whatever. Put your hands behind your back. Yeah. Then you go down to the car, right? And then it's this right here. Watch your head. I know all the words. Watch your head. Then you're sitting back there, and then here you go, as you go into the precinct right here. And then you start to think to yourself, even though I won this fight, I lost. Because look at me. Look at what I'm doing. That's what made me start to think different. Yeah, I could kick his butt and talk all that crap, but look where I might wind up. Because sometimes even if you win, you lose. So let's get to the middle of this, because I want you guys to see we got some more stuff coming up. We got a lot to cover, you guys. If y'all appreciate the content, what I'm going to ask you to do right now is double tap that screen so that we can get those likes up. We got much more to go. We only I'm telling you, we're at the tip of the iceberg, y'all. So I hope y'all here for the long haul, because we got some new stuff coming up on USAID. Yeah, tip of the iceberg right here. Trump team unveils the government waste of US aid. It's a very smart idea to freeze the aid. You know why it's good to freeze money that you're giving to somebody? Because when you freeze it, they start to complain. And now you realize, oh, I was giving you money? I was giving you money? So if they don't want to show where they were spending the money at, that's what they did. They didn't want to show it. So you know what they did? Let's freeze it. Trump said, let's freeze it all. Mark Rubio said, we're going to freeze it. And then when they start to complain, that's how we're going to find out who was getting them chips. Do me a favor, y'all. We have 54 likes. Let's double tap that screen. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
This is a 90-day freeze through which it allows us now to review programs. Before we did the freeze, we couldn't find out anything about some of these programs. And USAID in particular, they refuse to tell us anything. We won't tell you what the money's going to, where the money's for, who has it, which contractor it's been. In some cases, it goes through 4 different contractors before it reaches the intended recipient. In some cases with USAID, 10, 12, 13%, maybe less of the money was actually reaching the recipient, and the rest was going into the overhead and the bureaucracy.
They found out stuff like this when it comes down to that feeding America scam. So basically, you're giving money for something, and by the time it gets to where it's supposed to go, it's $15. You gave them 100, but by the time it gets to where it needs to go to feed that person or do whatever, it's only $15. So much red tape and bureaucracy. Everybody took their bite like the piranha, and ain't nothing left at the end but the bone, is what he's trying to say.
This isn't my money. This is taxpayer money. So we're not going to eliminate foreign aid. We're going to have foreign aid that makes sense. We're going to have foreign aid that works. We're going to have foreign aid that furthers the national interest.
They're not eliminating foreign aid, okay? That's a wake-up call for Democrats. That was Secretary of State Rubio revealing more detail about how USAID abused taxpayers. They spent about 90% of taxpayer money on overhead, the bureaucracy, not foreign aid. But we got new disturbing details out of a report from the Inspector General for USAID, warning that it was more than likely giving taxpayer money to groups overseas with links to terrorism. Let's welcome to the show Senator Ron Johnson.
And the amount of money is crazy. Like, why can't we just get some money, man? Like, can y'all just give us some paper? Y'all got all that money to give them. I'm not stopping this video for no reason. When you start to hear the numbers, billion this billionaire, we could use a couple 100,000. We not greedy. Bust us off. Watch what we do with it. Give it to the American people, to the homeless people that can really use it instead of immigrants and giving our money to Ukraine.
Senate Homeland Security and Senate Finance. Let's show the viewer what we found. Let's dig into the senator. This is a problem. They don't vet the money, the IG warned, that they give to subcontractor groups overseas. No database tracking how they're giving out the money. No one's vetting it. One report suggests over $122 million of taxpayer money were funneled into groups aligned with Islamic terror organizations in Gaza, Syria, and Afghanistan.
I got a construction company. My guys, by day, they do construction. By night, they get busy. In Syria, they got AK-47s and all types of crazy long weapons. And y'all, same people, y'all contract me to do the construction. Y'all get what I'm saying? If you don't know the subcontractor or who you're subbing for what, and I'm using construction as an example, but if you don't know what the subcontractor does or what the workers do, you could be giving them anybody that money. Once it goes over there, you don't know where the money's going. You heard how much it was too. I wasn't exaggerating.
Senator, is that what you're hearing? Thanks for joining us tonight.
We are, and let's face it, Elizabeth, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The federal government last year spent $7,000 billion. That's up from 44.
How do you even say that word? I've never heard that word in my life. I had to stop it there. How do you say $7,000 billion? I mean, you can say it, but that's more money than anybody in the world has. Like $7,000 billion. Like, I'm here to cash my check for $7,000 billion. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
For $100 billion just 6 years ago. The federal government is completely out of control. This should surprise no one. And the fact of the matter is these agencies, they are not accountable. They are run by unelected bureaucrats. There's all this misplaced outrage about Elon Musk being unelected. Yeah, but at least he's reporting to a duly elected president. These bureaucrats, oftentimes leftist partisans in these organizations, spent the first Trump administration undermining, trying to sabotage his efforts. President Trump is trying to prevent that from happening now, and we're very quickly starting to see just, again, the tip of the iceberg of the wage, fraud, abuse, these funds being misspent.
Are any Democrats talking about what the USAID Inspector General warned? So we're seeing a quarter of their program funds, about $8 billion, goes through international organizations like the UN. But we know that USAID exempted UN agencies who have to vet who gets the money in places like Gaza. I mean, so we're talking potentially maybe the Taliban, you're talking Hamas and other terrorist groups could have pulled in nearly $1.4 billion in total under Biden alone. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, Elizabeth, all this money is going to fund leftist gravy train.
How are we funding the people that's fighting against us? This is madness. That's like, you know that this person gonna beat you up next week and you give them $500. Like, you're gonna wanna fight me next week, but yo, here go this 500. Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you later. You already know y'all gonna have to get it in. Why are you enriching this person to make them stronger to come at you later? What is the mindset? Can you guys help me here? Please help me. Michelle Silverman, tip of the iceberg indeed. What we got here? We got Mr. Good Citizen said, easy grasping at straws. Joe Mateo said what? He said prices have been on the rise the past 4 years. Easy, want to explain that? Phenomenal. Okay, what we got? Brittany, it's so dumb. It's crazy. That's right, Brandon Commando. It's crazy. Knives 564. Okay, y'all got something else going on over there. But yeah, It's crazy out here. I mean, the spending is ridiculous. The amounts of money that they spend on other countries just makes the citizens feel like this. Just get out of here. I'm not giving you guys nothing. Go to work for $15 an hour, work for 75 hours a week, and still can't get the American dream. They got money to help everybody out over here. They can fix us so fast with this economy. It's the fact that do they want to? It's the fact that do they want to? Mary Jane Sanchez, I really hope so. President Trump said, let's get rid of the internal IRS to the external revenue service. I'm going to read it the way you said it. President Trump said, let's get rid of the internal RS to the external revenue service. Okay. Knives. Okay, what we got? What else? What else we got? We got local things. What's good, local? Local things is up. What's good, local? Hope everything is good with local. Good morning, local. Also, you guys, let me know where y'all tapping in from, because I like to pull content and stuff from where you guys are at, so that I can make sure that everybody's getting the right type of info in the morning. We don't got no barriers over here. We go to Sweden, we go to wherever it's popping at. I'm gonna pull some content so that you guys can relate. And I want that demo. Same way I want you guys to double tap that screen. Let me see something. We got 68. That's 12 more people. 12 more taps on the screen to get that up to that 80 that we love. Please, let's double tap. Local things. Did you double tap that screen? About to say your comment right here. Okay, I will answer correctly. This time, DEI allows certain groups of people to get jobs that they are unqualified for when there are people who are more deserving of those jobs. I totally agree with you, local things. Not just because I want you to double tap the screen, because I agree with you. You should get the job off of merit, the hard work, your resume being reflective of what you actually do, and the experience that you have. I totally got you on that. Brandon Commando. And yet some of the American people are mad at Elon for exposing this. Let's keep it going. Let's see what else we got. Let's keep it going.
And so the Democrats aren't outraged by this. What they're outraged by is Elon Musk. He's unelected, and their allies in the legacy media are also, all this misplaced outrage about an unelected person. Well, again, the bureaucrats are unelected. They're not accountable.
Brandon just said that.
The American public information through their elected representatives here in Congress. Who else could investigate that? So again, I applaud Elon Musk. I applaud the Trump administration. I applaud President Trump for taking bold, swift, and decisive action to start reining all this stuff in. This is why he was elected.
Yeah, it's really shocking. I don't think the U.S. taxpayer voted for any of their money to go to fund terrorists overseas.
And we don't know where the money's going, because that's another thing. War is money. They can hide money in the war in like weapons. They can inflate prices. They can do a lot of stuff, man. How do you know what a missile costs, or what it costs to train this person, or barracks, and amount of food and potatoes? And you don't know stuff like that. It's so easy. You know why they say, oh yeah, we want war, because they get rich. The rich and the politicians and the people that make stuff, they get rich because they can inflate stuff. And next thing you know, all that money, vroom, 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 vroom. They rich. And that's why next year they be just up, like the pharmaceutical companies, the way that they made money over the COVID. Certain companies make money when you're hurt, when you're depressed. You have to use their supplies and their stuff. You might be doing bad, but you got to use their products. You got to be smart out here, you guys. You got to be smart out here. And then right now, we got to be this other person, whoever's leaking this information in the DOJ and like Homeland Security about Tom Homan and about, ICE agents that are about to come and do busts, like in Aurora, Colorado, when they were trying to go inside of this apartment complex. They found out because they were tipped off. Now they're being tipped off about all of this stuff before it happens, because I guess some people internally don't really comply and aren't feeling the way that Trump is about, immigration. There's going to be pushback. Everybody has their feelings about this situation. So they feel that, there's probably people within the administration and within the FBI and different departments that are basically leaking this information about what's, about where Tom Homan is going to be and what their plans are when it comes down to illegal immigration. So they're really pushing back right now. And Pam Bondi said, it's going down. If I find out who's doing this, you're going to be prosecuted. She's going to prosecute whoever she catches.
So as President Trump's mass immigration enforcement continues, a leaked document is detailing a supposed plan by federal authorities to conduct a large-scale raid targeting illegal immigrants in Los Angeles.
This is interesting. The Los Angeles Times has obtained a leaked internal federal document detailing the plans. The outlet reports that the planned raid was going to be such a large-scale operation that ICE agents were also going to be joined by the FBI and DEA, with this raid supposedly set to happen before the end of the month.
Trump's administration is starting to express frustration over these leaks. Newly sworn in Attorney General Pam Bondi has issued a clear warning last night for those responsible.
If anyone leaks anything, people don't understand that jeopardizes the lives of our great men and women in law enforcement. And if you leaked it, we will find out who you are and we will come after you. And it's not going to stop our mission. It's not going to stop the president's mission to make America safe again. We were very clear with the lawsuit that we filed in Chicago that if you don't follow the law, you will be prosecuted by the Department of Justice.
So this is the latest news that comes after Trinidad gang members were allegedly tipped off in Colorado just last week ahead of a raid planned there. And raids in Chicago were also delayed last month after another media leak.
Well, between the leaks and the handful of Democrat-led cities still trying to hinder raids and deportation efforts by declaring sanctuary city status, we'll continue to see how President Trump's deportation efforts unfold. But as we see these stories about how apparently there are leaks coming from inside, it looks like the Department of Homeland Security, or ICE, just goes to show you some people are not on board in those departments with the president's plan.
So annoyed by this.
What do you guys think about that? Because think about it, like, they're not being able to catch them, and then they're going to start setting booby traps. That's what I'm telling you guys. Like, if they know that they're going to come, a lot of times criminals will be like, yeah, we know that they're going to come, so we're going to set a booby trap. So when they do come, you know, something can happen. So that's why they're very cautious about the fact that the tips and the leaks like that is very serious, because somebody can actually get hurt. Plus, it's a waste of manpower, man hours setting up, you know, got all of them people out there, and then what? They get one person? That's what happened in Aurora. They were expecting to get 100 people, so they had enough manpower out there to get them. Next thing you know, all of them raided the spot. It was only one person and a bunch of other people that had nothing to do with it. But then when they went inside to some of the apartments, they found blood on the walls and remnants of possible torture. So it would have been a great takedown to get those people out of here, the ones that were involved in those crimes happening. It's not always cool to just be on some don't snitch or whatever like that. What's cool is to save children, save lives, and to be a good person. All of that ignorant stuff, the left, we don't believe that over here on the bottom line. If you guys appreciate the content, because we still got more to go, do me a favor, double tap that screen, because now we got Trump's message of, we talked about one side of it when it comes down to the bad people that receive money from U.S. aid. What about the countries that actually need the money? And they're really like, can we still get our money? Because we don't got nothing to do with that corruption. He was asked this question yesterday real briefly. I want you guys to see about that, because I want you just to see the sentiment and what it seems like, what he was saying, what was his feedback, and then how he shared his message on this point.
So USAID, what is kind of like the message? Do countries that depend on humanitarian aid distributed through USAID, what is your message to those countries?
The ones that have been, the few that have been legitimate in terms of getting legitimate money, will probably put it through the State Department. It'll be handled by Marco Rubio, highly respected man, Secretary of State. There's no reason for USAID, when you look at the politicians that have been in there sucking the blood out of it, when you look at all of the fake deals, I mean, look, all you have to do is get a list of all of the things you can see by the heading. It's fake, it's fraudulent, it's probably kickbacks, where they send the money and then it gets kicked back to the person that sent it. So the ones that are good, and there are not many of them, but the ones that are good, and there are some, will probably have that be handled by Marco Rubio in the State Department.
Do they take on some of the USAID workers?
They could. If they like.
So as you can see, he's still gonna try to make sure that it's vetted. And it just makes sense. They're gonna vet and make sure that Marco Rubio looks into it and says, you know, all right, this country, we're gonna still be breaking y'all off for y'all bread because we see that you guys are legitimate in the way that you're spending and using it. Alita, that bastard is what is fake and fraudulent. And then MS said, thanks for Canada. We also got local things that says, Joe, much love. What else we got up here? You guys, you don't care about peace. Our country really has hit a new low, huh? As what you said? Yeah, OFC, you will forget about whatever. Bong, bong, bing, ain't got nothing to do with the topic as we move right along because we got to get into this new situation where the ATF, they really acted up in Maryland. And they basically broke in this house of this family. And they basically, like, early in the morning, drew down on them, the family, the kids. I think it's because of swatting. Swatting is when the influencers have people that send the police to their address just to rile things up. Oh, something's going on over there. Next thing you know, SWAT is at your crib and all of this hype is going on. Your family's nervous. It happened to a number of different influencers. That's what I think it is. But from the way that they are actually portraying it in the news, they're not even saying anything about swatting. But I know I'm familiar with it. So to me, it seems as if this gentleman that is a gun influencer, he's a family man. It looks like he's like he trains people how to use weapons. He has a lot of weapons, and he's in a state where he can legally have. He's also got a license, but he's also a black man with dreads, and he's got a YouTube channel, and it's got a lot of followers. What sucks is sometimes you might have a follower or a hater that finds your address, and they send SWAT to your crib. And if you got a family, yeah, this can happen. I want you guys to see this because I don't think it's cool and it should never happen. It says, why did the ATF raid a family man's home in Maryland?
Managers, dry your tears. No more missed clock-ins, no shows, and last-minute scheduling.
7 News has obtained some disturbing video of a Maryland family's home being raided. The ATF rolled up on their house, guns drawn, and tossing flashbangs into the home. Months later, the family still hasn't been told why, and the family is only talking to I-Team investigative reporter Scott Taylor.
Yeah, Scott, this is really bizarre. It's a scene straight out of a movie. Early in the morning, dozens of armed federal agents and police officers raiding Mark Manley's home. Manley has a large presence on social media. He promotes community, self-defense, and he collects a lot of guns. Watch as ATF agents surround Mark Manley's home in the heart of Baltimore, Maryland at 5 in the morning last November. Dozens of heavily armed federal agents and local law enforcement at the front door. The first of 2 flashbang explosive devices deployed into the living room.
Woke me up.
Agents order everyone out of the house.
I'm walking out, make sure the officers see that I am unarmed and not a threat.
Manley's 17-year-old daughter hears another explosion.
I heard another flashbang, and I said, at the time I did not know what a flashbang was, so I said, is that a bomb?
The first flashbang leaves a mark on the floor.
Pointing guns at my children could have went real bad, real fast.
Manley, his wife, and their 2 daughters now outside in handcuffs, but for half an hour, Manley doesn't know what happened to his 15-year-old son.
So the reason why I always cover stories like this is because you probably never heard about it, and it's a small story there, but it's a big story here, and we try to give stories like this as much attention as we can. This video is going to be demonetized because of what you just saw, as well as the bang. But I don't really care because my bottom line is getting the message out. Yeah, we can talk and we can play around all the time, but sometimes I sacrifice myself for the message to go through. Hope you guys appreciate that. That's why I just ask for likes. And I hope I don't even know if you guys know about this. All I ask you to do, please double tap screen. After this video go up, it's gonna be no monetization on it, but we're gonna keep it going.
It was, traumatizing. It was like waking up to a bad dream.
ATF agents break down the outside glass door in the basement leading to the teen's bedroom.
10 to 12 officers pointed semi-automatic rifles at my son, demanding him to show his hands.
They were threatening to shoot. I honestly felt like I could get shot or I could die at any moment.
What's crazy is, think about it. You just waking up out of the bed and they drew down on you. They just bust the whole glass through the door. But I want you to think about it from those ATF agents' side. When you actually broke in there and you seen this kid on the ground sleep, basically seen him sleep, pulled the covers back or whatever like that. He has no weapons on him. Why continue to be so aggressive? Why continue to be so mean? My question to you guys, what you guys got to say about this, if you care anything about it, or if you want to know what we got going on over here. Local things, the message was retracted. Mary Jane said, that's awful. As this is racism and I won't shut up to your, I won't shut up to your racism. Michael Gilbert, I agree. What else we got? Joe DeMatteo, keep on going, keep on going. James and Noel, bro, just subbed. Definitely love your honest, true content from Perth, Scotland. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. We got somebody up out of here. Too much sideline banter's going. I am now coming for heads, no disrespect. I'm hunting. I'm head hunting right now to see who deserves to get up out of here because they got too much sideline banter going on. I am now, with the clip is full. I am now hunting. I am now hunting. Boo, did you see the previous cases of ATF? No, but if you send it to me, I got you. Why did they raid it? It's coming up. I got you on that. That's why I asked you guys to double tap the screen, but you already got my numbers up, so I ain't even mad. You're going to get the rest of this clip, but I'm just trying to read your comments, trying to read the comments so that we can go back and forth. When you guys have other dialogue, it throws the whole damn thing off, so now I got to search for stuff that's going to keep it going. That's why I ask you guys to rock with me. Come on now, Joe Mateo. What we got now? What we got? Salty Witch 1776. SWAT, ATF, ETC will treat anyone this way. It's not about skin color. It's about abuse of power. I believe you in that way as well. I believe you guys. I believe you in that way as well. I believe you. I believe you. And I also believe the reason being is because he got a big following. And when people are mean and they don't like you, they'll just send them there. Yes, other subscriber, a member, somebody that don't like your platform. One of you guys can try to do that to me. Be honest with you, probably a couple of weeks ago it did happen. But hey, I know how to handle that. But not that to this extreme. But something like that possibly happened. But I'm not stupid. So what I'm trying to say is it's like that. Somebody gets your address, they can just say something going on over there, and they're going to come full-fledged because they've got that in their minds of what they need to be prepared for. They don't know until they get inside what's going on. The sad part about it is they ran in on 15-year-olds and children, and they did stuff like this. Only thing I'm saying is why can't they change their tactic once they enter the home and they realize that it's not what they were proposed. Once they get the place contained, and they're like, all right, all the rooms are contained, doesn't look like what they're saying it is. Let's get everybody in the living room. Why they can't do something like that?
Why do you think they hit your house? Why do you think they targeted you? Do you have any idea right now?
I mean, I am a black man in America that is heavily armed, that educates the community on firearms.
The search warrant lists a federal court section that cites potential criminal violations that include engaging in the business of firearms without a license. He does have a firearms license in Maryland, and
I want you guys to see, it's highlighted what he just said, but there is more in the unhighlighted areas. It says engaging in the business of firearms without a license, possession, and it says something about trafficking, knowingly possession of manufacture and any machine gun or firearms, furtherance in the drug trafficking. So there's other stuff on this complaint that actually enacted them to go in there. So if they see the hammers, which is the guns, and then they see the drugs, which is what you know they coming for, and it says possession with the intent to sell, receive, or possess a firearm, which is not registered to him. So that's basically what whoever's claims were to get these people to actually enact this warrant in order to get the SWAT to come out there.
without a license. He does have a firearms license in Maryland and has a license to purchase firearms. Manley doesn't have a violent arrest record or any weapons violations.
I gotta stop it here because now it's gonna be nothing but tactical stuff that he's doing. He's pulling out, And then he's got his kids. He's teaching them. And then he's teaching other kids stuff in the community. So I'm going to pass that because you can't put that on Yule's tools, B. You can't put that there. You know, y'all see it up there. It's in a little knot. Can't do it though. Let me see. I'm going to make sure that we don't have that. I got to make sure that we don't have it because it's a lot of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, stuff like that is what's going on with them. Can't let it happen. Sorry, you guys. It's just that. I got to keep it going. Let's go.
That investigators only seized Manley's cell phone. They didn't take any weapons.
I just felt very confused, scared, and it messed with my anxiety.
The ATF tells 7 News its investigation is ongoing. No charges have been filed against Manley.
No charges filed against him, but is it possible to sue them or to try to get something for damages? I mean, even though it's a small burn, you messed up my floor, you stressed out my children. What's going on with that? Fair is fair. Anybody else could be able to sue. My nickname is Sue the World. Eric Sue the World Crawford. Yep, you're going to get it with me. All right, so y'all ready? Let's keep on going because now we got another serious situation that happened in Pennsylvania, which is really bad. I don't know if you guys hear about like a dozen people that got injured in an explosion in an industry plant. We want to give these guys our prayers and their families. We're going to put them prayers up in the air. We never wait when it comes to our prayers because we want to make sure that they receive them when they ask for them. So we're going to ask God to hold them and care for them and show love and resolve as well as a quick, speedy recovery to those that are injured. And we ask that in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's go. Let's show this video, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Heart-stopping moments in Pennsylvania. An explosion at an industrial plant creating a massive inferno. In Sagertown, about a half hour from Erie, flames burst through the roof of Parker Lord Corporation.
Oh.
With a loud boom.
Shook the whole back wall of the building. I thought it was ice falling off the roof.
Bright orange flames seen here raging at the adhesives and coatings manufacturing facility.
Major explosion.
A massive plume of black smoke filling the sky. Emergency crews rushed to the scene.
I have several hundred firefighters out here. We need multiple events.
7 workers and 5 firefighters were injured, officials say, all non-life-threatening.
And then after 15 minutes fighting fire, there was an explosion.
NBC News reached out to the facility's parent company, Parker, for comment, but did not hear back. Tonight, officials say a shelter-in-place order has lifted as they continue to monitor air quality. Priscilla Thompson, NBC News.
I mean, back to back, we got trains, we got planes, we got all types of stuff happening all over the world. That's why I say to you guys, y'all better enjoy today. No disrespect, and I'm not trying to scare nobody, but y'all, whatever y'all was planning on doing tomorrow, do it today. Oh, I can't wait to do, nope, start putting that seed in the ground today. Put that water on there and work to get that sun to come out to make your dreams come true. What you waiting on? You never know if tomorrow is promised. Act like it ain't. And that's why every day when I wake up in the morning, I'm thankful for the day. And I always say, I thank, even if I'm walking into a problem. You know why? Because what if I didn't wake up? I'd rather have that problem and be alive than not have the problem and be not here. So let's be real about it, y'all. Let's be real about it. So we want to send prayers up to those and make sure that they all good, y'all. What we got, y'all? We got James O'Neill said, God bless. Weird it didn't show up. We got Boo. Look at Jordan Rails against ATF in pre-dawn. No body cam raid. Okay, we'll check that out. I definitely will. Dave the lawyer. God bless, sir. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Dude, did you know that all your texts appear reversed and unreadable the way that you're filming it? Yes, I do know that. For me, it's backwards over here. But for you guys, it's right. And I keep on having to say this. I have no control of the network's film, of their stuff. So when you see the clips come in and it's reversed on the bottom, I can't reverse their stuff. This is mine. I control this. When I go back and watch my own videos, I see that this is in the right direction. Before it used to be wrong until somebody put me on point. But I want to let you guys know we use clips from other networks. Therefore, I cannot reverse their video. If you guys have something else to say in the comments about that, where you think you know how to fix that, same person that told me about this, I'm willing to learn, because what it does, then you make me better. You make me better. I'm a force by myself. When we're together, baby, I'm good all by myself. Y'all make me better. Yeah, y'all my co-host. Real talk. So I ain't perfect. I be messing up in the morning. Got the camera all messed. Yeah, we gonna get right together. But as long as you guys are here to work with me, y'all appreciate the content, we gonna keep on going. So now we got another one going on. We got this Trump administration again facing hearings over the buyout offers that he gave for the feds. Remember, he was like, I'm buying the feds out. If you guys are willing to get bought out, let me just give y'all the rest of y'all money for the rest of y'all time that you're supposed to be here, and let me get rid of you, because they're trying to shut down certain departments. So they're trying to do buyouts. So we have the results of who accepted, what the amount of people are that were interested in doing it. I was surprised that over 50% of the population that has to do with this were willing to take a buyout. I was surprised.
Trump also taking shots at the judiciary on Sunday after a federal judge blocked Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, better known as DOGE, from accessing the Treasury Department's payment system. President Trump calling the decision crazy. That coming as two judges are set to weigh in on birthright citizenship and the White House's buyout offer to millions of federal workers. News Nation's Alina Shirazi is in Washington with the latest this morning. Alina, what more do we know about today's hearing on all these buyout offers?
Marky, good morning. Later today, we know a federal judge will hear oral arguments about the legality of the Trump administration's buyout offer to millions of federal employees. That lawsuit brought by the unions alleges that this buyout offer is unconstitutional and that this should be up to Congress, not the executive branch, aka the president. The buyouts offer workers nearly months of pay and benefits to leave their government jobs. So far, we've reached out to the White House. More than 65,000 workers have signed up for this. Musk says the reductions could result in $100 billion in savings, and that is based off of the average government salary, which is somewhere around 6 figures.
So if you take into account that they're really not showing up to work, the departments are lackluster in their performance, and then a lot of these seem like they're like, don't beat me up for the what I'm about to tell you, like shell jobs. How do I know? Because a lot of times when I go to government buildings to do business, it seems like I'm going to a mortuary or something like that. All of the offices are like closed. There's only a certain amount of people working in certain departments. When you go like to the small claims department, they have about 24 to 30 seats and there's only 5 people working. So it's like there's only a certain amount of people that's actually showing up to go to work, to do the work. I don't know if that's because the amount of workload is not there, whatever the case may be, but if they're getting paid for that, maybe a buyout is the right thing to do to try to save monetary when it comes down to overall efficiency. What do you guys think about that? My wings broke. A lot of them work at home in their PJs. I don't think there's nothing wrong with working at home in your PJs, but if you need to be at the job and doing certain things that are hands-on and you're just constantly, just putting in to not go in the office, it's a little different from that. And like you're just abusing it. It's totally different. Totally different. Local things said James is okay. Quetta Rich, how you doing, Quetta? Do me a favor, double tap that screen and let everybody know you're here. And everybody is 80 plus where I live. Wow. My wings broke. Oh, for sure. As government workers do the standards to show up. James O'Neill. Local, I was trying to, okay. David Finch, much love from Sheffield, UK. Okay, I see I got it. We're going to have to show the UK some love out here. We're going to have to go ahead and give a salute to the UK. Hope everybody's good out there. What time is it in the UK right now, you guys? Let me know what time it is right now. How you guys doing? What y'all got going on for the rest of the day? Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's keep it popping. Come on. You're taking the
president speaking late Sunday about DOGE's efforts to cut spending and change the landscape of the federal workforce, also criticizing a judge who is restricting their access to the Treasury Department payment system. Here is the president on that.
We're very disappointed with the judges that would make such a ruling, but we have a long way to go. We have to find all of the fraud that's going on. We have tremendous fraud, tremendous waste, and tremendous abuse, and theft, by the way. And the day you're not allowed to look for theft and fraud, etc., then we don't have much of a country. So no.
You ever heard the saying, follow the money and you'll find the corruption? Yeah, follow the money, because whoever winds up with the money, that's who's the one that's doing it. But the sad part about it is a lot of those people have too much power and they try to shut it down before it gets to the point where they can investigate. Like he said, you can't even investigate once it gets shut down on certain aspects. But I also don't believe, and I don't know, I feel a little funny about Elon getting that access. Call me what you want. I believe in, like I said, I don't agree with 100%. I don't agree with 100% of everything. And y'all can beat me up for that. But I don't know if I'm okay with Elon getting that access. I don't know. What do you guys? Matter of fact, it's a very good point that we can talk about right now. Well, how do you guys feel about Elon Musk getting the access that they just denied? The access to the U.S. Treasury Department and everybody's information. How do you feel about that? That's something that we should have a dialogue about. Somebody said, my wife loves going to work, as do I. And David Finch said, it's hard. We have a fight. Wow, it's 7:19 a.m. in Kentucky. That's what's up in Kentucky. How y'all doing in Kentucky? 20 past midday, bro. Local things, David, good luck. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Local things, come on back on topic, please. Please come back on topic with us. We want you over here. Live with Sean. So the judge made the right decision abiding by the laws of America. Joe DeMatteo said lunchbox. Okay, local things, laughing his ass off. Okay, nervous, old Texas Tech said nervous, local things. Boo need to reverse the screen. This part right here or the other one? I'll do that tomorrow. We're gonna get on it.
No judge should frankly be allowed to make that kind of a decision. It's a disgrace.
So y'all talking about this screen right here? I can't control this. Please let me know. I'm gonna wait for y'all because I want to know this. Are you talking about this screen right here? No, you can't do that. You can't do it. I'm telling you right now. I cannot reverse this right here. This is a TV screen. I'm waiting. I'm still going to rock with you. You're killing me on the numbers up here, but I need more context from you because I want to know what's up. You got to give me more. What are you talking about, local? What are you talking about, brother? Please help me out, brother or sister. What are you talking about? iPhone, what about it? If I reverse the screen, I'm looking at the wall. What are you talking about? We went through this before. What are you talking about? Come on, I'm waiting for you. Please type the words. Press the mic and talk. What about it? Y'all can see me. What's up? This cannot be reversed. I control this. Let me show you. Since you want to go there, y'all got time. You're going to make my numbers go down, but I'm going to do it. I control this. Watch this. This is what I control. This is what I control. So now, this is wrong. This is not right here. I'm telling you right now, this is not right. Are y'all telling me that that's right? Because when I watch it back on video, I don't see this correct. It's wrong. Why you off the topic that you had me doing all this for, local? You about to get up out of here. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're going to have to chill out. Please don't even bring that up no more because you're pissing me off. I'm telling you straight up and down. Don't bring that up no more. Because you're the only one saying it. Don't bring that up no more. Appreciate you. Now, there's a warning issue for whoever's going against Trump's policies. So all of these people that's trying to do slick stuff and get in his way, look what's happening right here. We got a lot happening right here. Here we go, y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Oh, my bad. Let's keep that going a little bit more.
And early this morning on X, Elon Musk, we saw doubling down, saying it's time to impeach federal judges. And Marky, this morning, Musk also accusing FEMA of sending $59 million to luxury hotels housing illegal immigrants last week, saying that Doge will work to get back all of those funds, which he says were illegally spent. Marky.
And Elena, also a big hearing today on birthright citizenship in New Hampshire. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so another case here, just hours from now, we know a fourth federal judge will hear arguments against Trump's executive order to ban birthright citizenship. The ACLU of New Hampshire did file a lawsuit calling for a judge to block it. They are arguing the order violates the 14th Amendment, it endangers newborn babies, and essentially goes against core American values. 22 states and several organizations have banded together.
What do you guys think about this? People coming across the border already pregnant and then coming into the state, the country, and saying, hey, I'm pregnant, and now birthright, now they can come in. Crazy. Yeah, crazy. Still, I wanted to leave this up because this is birthright at what's actually happening now. When the truth about birthright was actually put in because of slavery and slaves being deemed as citizens, not people that's coming from other countries that's illegal immigrants. But let's keep it moving to the last story I said, where we got Alina Habba, who's issuing that strong warning for those who's trying to step in Trump's way.
Federal workers now have until tomorrow to decide whether to take a buyout after a federal judge extended their deadline. This as both sides will be in court to argue over the president's plan. Alina Habba serves as counselor to President Trump, and she joins us now. Great to see you, Alina, this morning. It's kind of interesting right now. We have a couple of things going on in the courts right now where you have federal judges stepping in, trying to interfere with the President of the United States' efforts to bring sanity to within his own administration, within the executive branch of which he is the chief executive. How is this going to work out?
Well, this isn't anything new. We've seen this for the last 4 years. This is the weaponization of our justice system. So thank God we have Pam Bondi in now as Attorney General because it's not going to stand. We did expect it. We understand that there are some very inappropriate, radical judges that are seeing this as a platform to elevate themselves and get a headline. We don't have any time for it. And President Trump's agenda is the one that the American people voted on November 5th. It's really not President Trump. It's what they wanted. And that's the way our country works. It's a republic. That's how it goes. So we'll deal with them in court. This is obviously not something we're not familiar with doing. And there will be repercussions, frankly, for those that try and go after President Trump's orders for those people that are trying to step in his way and his agenda, which is the American people's agenda.
It seems like he's put a lot of people in play this time that know what they're doing, and he's basically securing himself and fortifying his positions in what he promised. Statement-wise, as well as certain promises. There's been a lot of pushback when it comes down to executive orders. There's certain executive orders that do not, no pun intended, trump. They do not trump laws that actually been put into the American people for many years now. So there's a lot of pushback and there's a lot of accomplishments that's going on. And like I always tell you guys, you can't expect, Rome wasn't built overnight. And then there's going to be certain pushback, certain things that are not going to be able to be put in play because of certain what do they have right now with all of these what they call lawsuits. You got all of these people that are basically pushing back, from Maxine Waters with the Department of Education to all of the mayors in the sanctuary cities like Mayor Johnson in Chicago. And then you got it's just a lot going on right now, you guys. So with all of this being said, what I'm trying to say is, it seems as if he's fortified himself with people like Pam Bondi, and then he's got, everybody else that's basically doing the job to make sure that a lot of that is prevented. But we got issues with the leaks. Like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day, but they have some stuff to work on. And the good thing about it is, what is beneficial to the American people, we will be able to receive that. So hopefully he's working for us. That's what we're looking for. We want him to work for us. That's all we care about. And getting this economy right.
Well, it is a constitutional conflict here. And it kind of amazes me that more people don't see it, especially Democrats who complain that, say, Elon Musk is not elected
when, of course, these federal judges are certainly not elected, and the only one who is elected is President Trump, who is trying to do what he was elected to do. Do you see this going all the way to the high court, or do you see this as something that will get settled before that point?
It should be settled before that, but they're relentless and they're desperate, as we've seen. And as you pointedly said, there's something called the separation of powers. There's something called the government's, has different departments. He is the executive branch of the government, the leader of the free world, and this is the way it's supposed to go. Right. But again, like I said, this is a weaponization that was created under the Biden administration. We're seeing them cry and scream, and they need to adjust to reality. And they're having a hard time with that. But we're going to have to fight it. We know that. We're ready for it. And when these decisions were made, they were vetted. They went through White House counsel's office. They went through all the right elements of our administration.
Hope you guys know Shine is no longer with us. Burn, burn, burn. Burn, burn, burn. Burn, 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 burn. We found you messing up the flow, fucking with my dough. It's time for you to go. I had to press it slow. I had to find out what the drama was about. Really threw me up my mind. Then I saw a name like Shine. Really wasn't on to nothing. I decided to press the button because he thought your boy was bluffing. But he really didn't know nothing. 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 And with that being said, let's continue.
To make sure that they will withstand any challenges that we get from radical left.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you are standing there making this good, important fight over such important constitutional issues and serving the country. And thank you for joining us this morning, Elena Hava.
Okay, guys, I hope you had a good one on this one because we tore this up today. We definitely got in, we tore it up. We had a lot of coverage today. We really, really went in. I got to tell you guys, and I appreciate all the help for the screen stuff. Don't think I don't notice you, but again, we getting there, we're learning. Like I said, we control this screen right here. I'm going to go into the phone and see if there's a way you want me to now reverse the actual screen that I'm looking at in there. I don't know. I got a couple of I've been plucking you guys out of there too, because when you pee me off with stuff like that, I actually get you out of here because you're messing up the show. I understand you're trying to help, but there's just certain things that you can't do. So what I'm gonna do is go back and look at the video and see what you guys are talking about to see if there's anything that I can do. There's only but a certain amount of things that I can do because we use clips here. I don't control the direction of the clip. The direction of the phone, if you want me to turn that around, I'm gonna show y'all what y'all gonna see. Tell me if y'all wanna do the show like this. Keep on telling me to reverse the screen. That's how y'all wanna do the show? Y'all wanna look at my light? I'm just saying, do y'all wanna look at my light? The people that keep on telling me to reverse the G-damn screen. Huh? I'm asking. What y'all want me to do? So stop asking me, iPhone. I'm not stupid. I'm going to go into whatever, the numbers or whatever like that and see if I can do it. Or maybe we're going to go to StreamYard so I can just sit down and do it. But if I do StreamYard, I can't be interactive like this. I can't go over and do all of this stuff. That's why I like analog sometimes. So y'all going to have to take the reverse screen sometime. Y'all got to take the punches sometime. You're going to be all right. Oh, it hurts, but guess what? You're going to be all right. Take that punch. It makes you better. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always told you, could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you guys. Go on over to the website and get like me. Get one of these t-shirts, Big Drip, with the collegiate joint we got up in here. We got the other ones. These are the new ones that we just got out right here. Yeah, I'm selling clothes now online right here, y'all. This is the EST, my Big Drip. Go onto the website, scan that QR code right there. Go onto the website. Yes, I literally give you the shirt off my back. You can literally get the shirts off my back. That's right. This is the Big Drip EST sweatshirt right there. Got the drip under the arm, the fire drip. That's right, y'all. Back of it got the QR code going to the website. And like I always told you, could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. We did a good show today, even through all the struggles, all the drama. Like I said, you guys, you make me better. You are my co-hosts. I appreciate you guys. We have some incentives coming up for my subscribers. We're going to be giving away some merch. We're going to be going into the subscription area, asking for your email addresses, your P.O. boxes, because we want to send you guys some swag. We want to send you guys some sweatshirts. We want to send you guys some T-shirts, because you supporting me monthly. So whoever's subscribing, I got to take care of you guys first. I got to make sure that you're taken care of. Members, those are the ones that I'm taking care of. Subscribers, y'all cool. I appreciate you guys. But the members, I know that you're spending money. We have the wherewithal to understand that you guys spend money every month. And I care about the fact that you guys are spending money with me. So guess what? I'm going to show you that. So we're going to start doing giveaways right now. So whoever is a member, put your information right there. No, send me your information. My email address is bridgethisllc@gmail.com. It's also in the description. There is also a $250 survey in the description today. Yes, $250 survey in the description today. I want y'all to go to the description, so I make sure I leave treats in different places. And those surveys has been well vetted. So you guys are gonna be able to make some money. How do I know? I do the surveys too. I just got $500 for doing a survey. I got $250 last week for doing another survey. So you guys, they let me promote it on my channel. I get $25 for every time you guys do a survey. So why don't y'all go get some money off them surveys? Go ahead and get some money. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, he could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So till tomorrow, like we always do, y'all know how we do. Get 'em! 1.